indeed joined by two of Fnatic's players, the bottom lane, Reckless and Yellowstar. What an amazing game, 4-0. First off, congratulations. What an amazing game you guys pulled off here. So let's break it down. Yellowstar, let's start at Pix Events. Of course, Yorick, an eye-catcher for us. And tell us about how you built your comp around that or what the goal was.
So coming into the match, we know that Nif really likes playing Nami. And we were like, okay, let's pick her first rotation. And so we knew that we wanted to play the 2v2. And we know that we have a stronger matchup as well. So we just have to take care about Eve. Because she's really annoying 2v2, she has a lot of presence. You can never know where she is. And then we need someone to handle Lulu top. And we let So as a choice. He plays anything he wants, and we basically trust him, fully trust him. So it was a really good choice from him, and it was a great game.
So going into that one, you know you could have the upper hand in the bottom lane, Reckless, but it of course all changes once you're on the Rift, the straight up 2 versus 2. What were your initial impressions of the early game going up versus Tabs and Nif?
I think Tabs and Nif actually improved a lot lately. Like in Spring Split, they were a bit shaky, and you didn't really consider them as a top bot lane. But with Summer Split coming around, they really improved as a dual lane, and I really believe that they are like the top tier in EU for sure, even the Western scene kinda. And but still at the same time, Alliance is so good at like these rotations and the objective game, so we're kind of forced to play the 2v2, even though they are a really good bot lane. So we just tried to pick something that was really strong in the lane, which goes back to the Nami, who is one of the stronger laners of the supports. And taking that away from Nif also gives us a lot of advantage, which showed early. We took 2 flashes. We weren't coordinating the ganks as well as we should have, but at the same time we took 2 flashes, and I felt like we were in the advantage position in the bot lane at least.
Then talk me through the mid game, because even though Alliance had a very good scaling comp and they really needed to farm up, there was a very, very long Baron dance in there. Of course, a lot of pressure on your shoulders to keep the vision there. How did you guys play that?
Well, yeah, I'm known for being catch a lot of times, and so I try to improve. And I was the only one who didn't have Banshee, but at the same time I have the most wards. So I always try to call my team to stay around, to give me vision and to back me up. And this is a tough life of the support, you know? And yeah. So I have to take care of Eve. I got caught once, as you could see. And you know, it happens sometimes, and I try my best to keep the vision up.
Well, thumbs up. You had a great game here again, and actually the entire Super Week. Congratulations for that. And you as well, Reckless. Talk me through how you play as that game progresses, and it's so close, and you know that they're going to try and go for you. And on the other side, they have a bunch of shields to save their AD carry.
Playing against double AP is actually a bit different than playing against a Bruiser top lane. Even Eve was like building a lot of MR, so I didn't really have to go for the Last Whisper in this game, which kind of allows me to go for the Bloodthirsters, with at the same time give me a defensive shield, which blocks like most of the damage that they can do to me. So I felt really safe actually in this game, and I liked the build path I could choose. But at the same time, the Kog'Maw had like 3-4 shields on him every fight, so we had to play it really safe, and also like try to bait out his Quicksilver Sash, and then re-engage after that with the next rotation of spells.
So finally, I want to step away from the game and look at the season. Is how close this game was between you guys and Alliance, is that indicative of how the rest of the season is going to be, how it's going to be maybe in playoffs? Is that where your minds are going?
I think the timing is good to be improving, but at the same time, I'm really disappointed for our like mid-season or even early season, because I feel like we're disappointing a lot of fans, and we're actually disappointing ourselves as well, because we're not giving everything we have, and it's not the best mentality to just like start giving everything you have in the end. But it's working out so far, and we're second split with SK, I think, right now. So it's cool to be back in the top bunch, at least.
Bora, anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the 4th split we're playing, and we are experiencing some weird roller coasters. And, you know, for me, I'm always happy to be back in the end.
Well, and you played phenomenally, you both, the entire team. Congratulations on that 4-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.